It's currently December. I'm still working on my first semester uni projects, but they've just given us the brief and the timetable for the second project. So obviously can't concentrate on first project, all my thoughts are gone to the second. So I was thinking, what do I want to do? Because it's another do-what-you-want kind of project. And I realised that I've had this pack of photography idea cards that have both themes for photos and challenges that are meant to inspire you. And I thought, let's pull some of these and see what happens. I can't give you a big enough gist, but they'll have different things on, like different topics for your photos, different stylistic things to try out. And I thought, I'm going to pull, I think, 3 just ideas of what I can do for a shoot or maybe a project. And then I'll pull another 1 or 2 or 3 of like stylistic things. So what I ended up pulling was, my first card was a person holding an item of food. And I pulled this and I thought, I feel an idea brewing. The next one was fire or something burnt, and I thought, oh yes, this is going exactly where I want it to be. And the next card was something with high contrast lighting. And these ideas spoke to me because very recently, meaning last month, it's currently December, Taylor Swift released the 10-minute version of All Too Well, and I've been stuck on the lyric, it's supposed to be fun turning 21. Ever since that song came out, because I'm going to be turning 21 in 2 months' time, and I'm very overwhelmed about it, mostly because my 19th birthday wasn't good because I was out alone on a uni trip in a lot of pain. My 20th birthday wasn't good because lockdown, and I have a feeling that my 21st is going to go the same way. And being 21 is supposed to be true adulthood, true independence, all like people going out and drinking and celebrating for their birthdays. And I think that, I'm not someone who drinks or wants to because I like Coke too much. I'm not a partier, I'm not a celebrator, and I have a feeling that we're going to be in lockdown on my birthday again. Also, the whole concept of aging doesn't go with me. So I thought, I want to do a shoot commemorating this experience for me. So when I pulled out person holding food and something burnt, I thought candles on a birthday cake. And then when the Taylor Swift song came out of It's Supposed to Be Fun Turn 21, talking about her 21st birthday party, I thought, yes, we're going to recreate Taylor Swift's very depressing 21st birthday. I also pulled out 2 more cards, which were a story in the picture and a self-portrait, which honestly works great for me. So there are the cards. And I sat down, I had a little think about what I want this shoot to be. Here's my notebook. So I wanted to be kind of showing birthdays in the pandemic and also academic isolation of me, mostly for my 19th birthday, of moving to uni and none of my friends are here. I was surrounded by people on that day because we're out on a trip, but I wasn't surrounded by anyone who loves me or cares about me or is my friend, which was a very isolating experience. And also I wanted to do a project that kind of documents just simply growing up, like even outside of the pandemic and the academic isolation, all those things. I decided I want this project, even if it's just a shoot or another project, to be a balance of kind of staged self-portraits, which is what I'm very used to. I wanted to come back to bringing in some like personal archive photos, like maybe old birthday party photos from my childhood, because last year I believe I did a project on personal archives, which is very fun for me. And some candid shots, people when they got their disposable cameras and they just take random photos of people going out and doing things. I love those. I wanted to shoot on digital and colour film and Polaroids because I'm obsessed with Polaroids, to kind of have both a very timeless feel, because Polaroids have resurged recently in the past, 5 years, and also a very vintage visual aesthetic. So I want these images to be timeless in a way that they could have been taken now, they could have been taken 20 years ago. So I thought for the first shoot it's going to be titled Turning 21. I think that if I do a whole project about this whole experience, because I don't want it to be too COVID inspired, because that was a thing ending my first year of uni when so many people were doing COVID projects. I don't want it to scream COVID, So I decided that the title of the project is going to be called It's Supposed to Be Fun, and then the first shoot will be Turning 21. And here I wanted to do like very sad, like sat alone, fully dressed up for a party, in a room decorated for a party, but being completely alone, and then lighting your own birthday candles, which to me feels like a very sad experience. Also, the bottom photo, I just wanted the cake just been left there for the candles to burn down and ruin the cake, because again, sad birthday vibes. This one is also inspired by another lyric in the song All Too Well, which was dance around the kitchen in the refrigerator light. So I wanted to be sadly crying in full party outfit in the refrigerator light. I don't know if you can see my drawings, they are very beautiful, I promise I'm an artist. So that's what I wanted to do for this project. I'm not going to be shooting this anytime soon, it's going to be another 2 months away from the time I'm recording this. I hope I remember to document this. But I'm very excited because this is out of my comfort zone. Like, I've done archive photography before, I've done self-portraits before, but they are very highly conceptual and highly edited and fully remade in Photoshop. This to me feels vulnerable because it's about my emotions truly this time. And it is just me with, I guess, just colour grading, that's it. So we're going to see how it goes. So it's been a month, the shoot is now done, so I think it's time to discuss. With this shoot, I think there were like two main things that I will now refer to as problem solving. So if I refer to them as issues, it's harder for me to write about when I write at this project for uni. The first area of problem solving was the fact that my camera would not turn on the day of the shoot. It turns out that I dropped my camera like onto my bed a few weeks back. It broke off the little flap that covers the SD cards. And apparently that's very essential to turn the camera on because it holds down some pins. I did not notice at the time. I had not noticed until after the shoot. So on the day of the shoot, my camera wasn't working. I was reaching a place of very high stress, but thankfully my beloved housemate Han has a very soothing presence on my life and my well-being. So I thought that was going to be a lot more stressful and overwhelming than it was. So to solve my camera not working issue, we decided we were going to use Han's camera, but I think I very quickly worked out that the lighting that I had in mind for the shoot, for it to be the exact vision in my head, was far more technical and far more advanced than what I can currently do, because I shoot almost exclusively in natural lighting. So having a subject that was backlit, but also having extra lighting to light the subject and the background, it was too many lights and not something that I could do in the moment. We decided eventually to scrap all the cameras. We're going to shoot it on Polaroid, because my original vision for this project as a whole was to have some of the shoots shot on Polaroid. So that adds to the aesthetic that I'm going for. It's very like scrapbooky, homemade home photo album aesthetic. So shot on Polaroid. The next problem solving thing that was with Polaroid, we have a very limited amount of frames. I had one pack available which has 10 frames, so we had to do all 3 images in total in 10 shots, which is very challenging. So let's talk through this. We started off with, I'll put my plan back here so you can see. We started off with this middle shot because I think that was the one for me that was the shot of the shoot. We did that in 3 shots. The first one was just a hot hair. So we could see how flash would work on this specific shoot, how I had in mind, also how we could frame the subjects, because Han must be my cameraman, and I was... I hate saying that I'm the subject, it makes me feel so narcissistic of being the thing in all my images. But we shot this first one, B4K, flash is very cool, but we're going to have to shoot on a little phone tripod, or a little mini camera tripod, because it was a very low lighting situation that relied exclusively on the flash and the fridge lighting. So you can see here, it's not my fault, it's just a little blurry. But I thought this is still a vibe, this is going better than I expected. The next one, we decided to try and have the original lighting I had in mind. We decided no flash, just the light, one of the lights in the room and the fridge light itself. So we had this very nice contrast of warm and cool lighting. This one is shot on tripod, so it's not blurry. And this was, I think, as close to the original vision in my head I could get without it being shot on camera in RAW and being photoshopped. So this is close to what I had in mind. Then finally we did one more tripod shot, because I thought this is the shot, but let's also try it with flash on just to make sure I have all bases covered. So here is some flash, and this is the one that I think I will be using for like the final 3 images, because in the end they're all shot on flash, so this one matches as a cohesive set. But this one, like, if I I had an album cover, but if I had a CD and the back of the album cover would be this. This is where the track list goes. Next we shot the one where it's just a close-up of me like lighting the candles on the cake. That was done in 2. That was a reasonably easy thing to do. The only slight issue was, because it's a close-up, do I have a camera here? I'm unsure what my polaroid is right now, but the bit that you look through and the actual lens itself are out of line. So when you look through the viewfinder, you've got to like reposition to try and work out so it's actually lined up. So this is something I forget every time I take a polaroid. So we shot the shot that I thought, oh yeah, it's lined up to the viewfinder, but it's not lined up to the lens. So we just shot it again so it's lined up to the lens. It was a very easy thing. And the final shot, oh, that was done too, by the way. And the final shot is the one just off the cake with the candles burnt down. And that is somehow the hardest shot I have ever done. Again, because the issue of close-ups where it's got to be so precisely lined up for it to look right. It took the final 5 bits of film to do this shot. It is here. Because all of the other ones is so out of line that I thought I was doing it perfectly, but I didn't like overcompensate enough, so this cake is like half cut off. I'm gonna have to cut to a video that it's like our behind the scenes content from the day that I think shows the full extent of how relieved I was that we got this as the final shot, because it was just so unneedlessly difficult. So how hard is it to take a close-up of a cupcake?
Why so sad?
What, me?
Yeah. So, we're blessed. We've been blessed this day.
But I think overall I'm very pleased with how this shoot went, for the problem solving and the technical and the creative aspects, and like push myself out my comfort zone. But I think I had a talk with one of my tutors at the start of the week, and I think we decided that because this project as a whole, I obviously need to develop it a lot more. There's so much more to do than this one shoot. But there's another project I want to do which expands on the part of my work that is my safe space, my comfort zone, and what I'm good at. So at the moment I'm developing these 2 projects at the same time. This little birthday one is probably going to be scrapped and used as personal projects, but then I can take the time to do it justice and also have fun with it. And also, if I wanted to shoot more on Polaroid, that's so expensive and a student budget. So I think this project's going to be on hold for now. I'll hopefully come back to it in a few months when I've got an idea. And for the time being, we're going to work on my other projects, and we're going to be shooting with the hair that I cut off. It's so soft. My hair is so nice. But overall, that's how this shoot went. It's very exciting for me. I hope you enjoyed this experience. I'm going to add some more little behind the scenes footage at the end because I think it's funny, but you may not. You can just end this video here. Either way, thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon. Goodbye. I've had a hard enough day as it is.
She's had a hard day, yes.
I've had a soft over. I've had a hard day. This goes this side.
Awesome. Go.
Don't just look at me.
I look like an elf. We look like elves.
I'm wonderful.
Got lots of crying kids. A minute ago I did not exist.